Welcome everyone to You're Worth Fighting For with Shaun. I am back. Lady J, I need you to let everyone know how they can tune in.
If this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio and you would like to
Hey, Lady J, did you?
Looks like we're having some technical difficulties, everyone. Hold on
That's
just a second.
that's
If this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio and you would like to share with your If this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in, be sure to tell them to download the JQLM Radio app on their Apple or Android devices. You can also listen live to JQLM Radio 24/7, 365 via Amazon Alexa, TuneIn app, the Stream and Simple Radio app, and a host of other platforms of which you can find located on our website where you can also listen live at egoentertainmentnet.com. Also, don't forget to follow, like, and share us. We do follow back. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JQLM Radio. You can also connect with Ego Entertainment Network at EgoEntNet. That's EgoEntNet on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also connect with us on LinkedIn at Ego Entertainment Network. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel, Ego TV Network, at youtube.com/Ego TV Network.
all right. Thank you for that, Lady J. The topic today is going to be the unexpected miracle. The unexpected miracle. You guys know I have been gone for a pretty long time, almost a year, right, Lady J?
Yeah,
About a
actually.
year. I've
Yeah.
been gone a year.
Almost,
And
not quite, but almost.
I've been gone a year, and they wanted to ask me when I was coming back. So I am back. Now, we're going to shoot through this right quick because, today I'm only doing a 30-minute session for now till I get back into the feel of the show when I used to do an hour. Okay. So, the unsuspected miracle. Now, I was gone for a couple of months, well, like she said, months, due to the fact of my illness, my cancer. So what had happened to me during them time periods, I had surgery after surgery after surgery after surgery. My husband and my son was there. My daughter was there. My grandkids. So I had multiple surgeries. Now, you guys, this is the unexpected miracle. I'm going to just, like I say, I have 30 minutes to tell this story. I even had to call Lady J to tell her this. I went through my last surgery, and it was surgery number 12, they had said, but it wasn't a surgery. So what had happened was I went through surgery. Me and my husband, I told him we had to go through surgery. My husband said, "Oh wow, again, Sean, we're going to get through this." I said that okay. I was getting depressed as normal as anyone would do, but I never did give up. I always call Lady J and say, "Hey, guess what? I got to go through another surgery. I can't make it to the re-up brunch. I was supposed to be there doing the brunch. I was going to speak that day. I said I can't make it through. I got to have surgery on that Wednesday. The brunch was that Friday and Saturday. That event we was having with the re-up. Okay, I get prepared for surgery. I called my husband, my son, and everyone. He called me, "What time you going into surgery?" I told him this time I'm going there. Now, remind me, I went through surgery, anesthesia, the IVs and everything. As I was going in surgery, I said, "This is my last surgery. You guys not going to cut on me anymore." But I said, "Well, we got to see. I'm not going to promise you anything." I said, "You ain't cutting on me no more. I'm done with this." I said, "Whatever it is," I said, "Lord, just take it out because I'm tired of going through this surgery." My husband said, "We got this." My husband kissed me on my forehead. My son said, "Mama, I'll see you when you come out." Okay. Now, as we was going through, my husband said it was like, remember my son, it was like about 30 minutes in the procedure. They got to put you to sleep. When they put you to sleep, you're like, okay, put you to sleep. My husband said they had called anyone here for Miss Austin. My husband know what was going on. Anybody know my husband? He's kind of I tell him his PSTD when you tell him something. So he say, um, the doctor said it's nothing there. It's nothing there. My husband thought that basically what they were saying, my wife had died. He said. He was like, "What?" He says, "Nothing there. Nothing there. We have to sew her back up. No good. We have to sew her back up." And my husband said he didn't know what was going on. Now, let me tell y'all something. Look how God worked that out. I said I wasn't going back in there for no more surgeries, no more anything. Within 30 minutes, they opened me up. They couldn't find nothing. Now, remind me, they told me that I had another lump on one side of me. Now, my husband thought they had took my breast off. Again, he said they took the sentinel clothes, I took the breast off. I don't know what's going on, you know. But I come to tell y'all, baby, God is a miracle. Because this is an unexpected miracle that I have never ever seen. And I didn't understand it until I went to the doctor myself after my pre-op surgery. When he told me, he said, Miss Austin, it was nothing there. We couldn't find nothing. But they showed me everything on my tests as of my mammogram, my x-rays. I see it right there plain as day. They see it. They see it. They said it was a mass. So you see this? We don't understand why it's gone. He said, we just understand within 2 weeks time frame. We scheduled you surgery 2 weeks after we found this out. And I stood there, I said it was God. And my doctor told me, he said, you have always had the faith and you never gave up. I said, because I can't give up. But I come to tell y'all that that's the reason why I was gone. I got diagnosed with lupus. I had surgeries after surgeries after surgery, and I'm still here. They had counted me out. God didn't count me out. I called Lady J
Mhm.
when I got out of surgery the next day. What I tell you, I was so happy, jumping up and down. I said, first I thought they had took my breast and I took everything off, which my breast. I know I had a mastectomy, so I was crying during the after I got out because my husband said, "Oh, they took the implants out. Your breast is flat. You don't have no breast. You this and that. I don't know what's going on." And I'm like, "What?" You know, I don't know nothing because I got this big old thing flat around me, white gauze had all around me. So I told Lady J, I said, "I think they took the breast off. I don't know. They took the I guess something's going on. I don't know what's going on." Went to the post op. He said, "No, you have your implants there. Nothing was in you when we cut you open." My God, that's all I can say
I
to
just
that.
started. I started crying. I did. I
Yeah,
started crying. When she showed me that, I was crying like it was me. But I mean, it is, as someone who is a living, breathing miracle myself. Going from having to say who I want to eulogize my funeral to where I'm going to be buried to, all of that. Um, to now witnessing it with someone else that is very close to me and in my circle, I was just like, huh, what? And so it just really was overwhelming because people nowadays are always coming, what I'm saying, for the most high, for God, for those of us who believe in God. But when you have lived, breathed, and walked it your entire life, and you are still able to witness things that are inexplicable, that the only explanation is him. I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, that's just it. I mean, and so knowing that you have already gone through several bouts of cancer, ovarian and breast cancer, and them telling you that the cancer was back, to them showing you the lump in your test, on the tests
yes,
and
yep,
stuff like that. And then 2 weeks, and I remember wanting to give up again, shutting everything
yep.
down. And I'm just so tired of going through this. And I'm like, nope, we're not gonna do
That's
that.
it.
What we gonna do? We gonna fast. We gonna pray. We
Yep,
gonna claim victory. I don't care what it looks like. What you not gonna do? You gotta pass it. You gotta pass the test this time. And I'll be doggone. 2 weeks later, they go into surgery
went
and
and
ain't no
going.
cancer. No cancer is there. That is crazy. Like,
Yep.
what other explanation are you gonna give? You
I
know?
feel that he was rebirthing me. You know how you said you been rebirthed? So
Mm-hmm,
that's how I feel that he was rebirthing me, get me prepared for my next level. Because remember, I had just told you I'm shedding down the foundation. Remember, I told you that?
mm-hmm,
I said, Lady J, I'm done. This is going to be my last cancer ball. I said, I can't do it no more. I said, I'm stressing. I'm suicidal again. I'm feeling depressed. You say, no, you're not. You always told me that. No, you're not.
mm-hmm. Nope. I was like, I don't even want to hear it. Let me shut that down real quick. We finna pray. Nope.
Yep.
I think that, every time you are on the cusp of God taking you to the next level, here come the enemy, trying to throw something at you, to make you second guess and think that it's not going to happen. But see, here's the thing. The enemy he's not authentic. He keeps doing the same things over and over again, or things that are similar, and so when you've already won a battle in one area, if you have to go through that battle again, it should be easier, especially when you know that God is fighting for you, you know, um, and He's already made those provisions for those areas that you are uncertain about, and the things that we don't see coming, because even though we don't see it, He already knows,
Yep.
and He allows certain things. Because let's be honest, like, the enemy can't do anything without His permission, and that's just it. And so I think that this was a testament to what is possible, what I'm saying, when you believe. And even though you don't feel like fighting, I mean, your show is yours fighting for, the organization is yours fighting for, even when you don't feel like fighting, sometimes you still have to get up and do it anyway.
Yep. Gotta
And
keep going.
a lot of times your fight only looks like just believing.
Yep.
Sometimes what it is that you have to do in order to keep moving is just to believe, because that fight doesn't belong to you. Your job in this was to trust Him, that He's going to do what He said, that He's going to fulfill, His promise to you, and what He started in you, He will perform and perfect it to the end of the world. And so that's his word, and His word never returns unto Him void. And so this, I know, was a very, very difficult fight. There were so many things going on with the re-up, and we finally got it, got it done. It was so powerful, and people were just talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. But me telling your testimony there, I broke down at the re-up too, telling the testimony and telling the testimony. But it was necessary for a time as this, because there are so many people, like I say, that are attached to me, that are tied to me, that are doing amazing things, that are doing great things in the world. And when you have a example of what is possible, when you believe in yourself, when you fight for yourself, even when nobody else wants to fight for you,
Yep.
then I mean, what can you say? What can you say?
Yep. That's my topic line. Fight for yourself, and no one else gonna fight for you, because they're gonna talk about you. You can have
Oh, oh
$1 million. They
yeah.
gonna look at LeBron. They talk about LeBron. They talk about
Hmm.
Jesus. So you have to look at the fact that, okay, you're gonna talk about me, but I'm gonna show you this battle. I'm going to win it, because that's how I had to come
Hmm.
through. I'm going to win it. But you
Right.
guys, right now we going on a quick commercial break. And we shall be right back. Okay.
Oh, and when we come back, there's a new segment that is going to be happening on the show now. So when we come back, you all will see what that's going to be. So stick and stay, and don't go anywhere. We will be right back after these short few messages.
If you haven't subscribed to the hottest bi-monthly digital interactive magazine yet, what are you waiting for? Ego Magazine features beauty, fashion, entertainment, celebrity and indie artist highlights, relationship tips, business, and more. Subscribe for free now at www.egoentertainmentnet.com. Need a print copy? Order yours today. Ego Magazine. Music, Dynamic World by Diamond Tunes on Pixabay.com. Favor Care Organics is a beauty and hair care brand that specializes in products that soothe dryness, sensitivity, and more. With its unique organic formulas, Favor Care's products are not only good for you, but great for the environment too. Shop now at favorcareorganics.com. They're not just another beauty and hair care brand, but a real experience for real people. Music, upbeat, uplifting, happy pop corporate by Daddy's Music on Pixabay.com. The Jeremiah L. Godfrey Brain Cancer Research Foundation is seeking donations and sponsors to help aid in its efforts to provide funding to researchers to find an effective treatment and cure for rare inoperable brain tumors in children ages 3 to 12, specifically diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma or DIPG. DIPG is inoperable and currently has no effective treatment or cure, and those diagnosed only live for 3 to 11 months after diagnosis. For more information and to make a contribution today, visit jlgresearchfoundation.org. Music: Corporate Rhythm by Roman Sinyak Music on Pixabay.com.
All
All
right, we
right.
are back.
And we said that there is a new segment. So the new segment on this show is the You're Worth Fighting For.
The tip of the week. So the tip of the week for you we're fighting for is don't you give up. Hang in there, cause joy is going to come in the morning. It might seem like it's a dark end or a road that's never going to end, cause that's how I felt. I felt my road was never going to end. Don't give up. Hang in there.
I mean, that's simple, but straight to the point. I mean, even when you feel like giving up, and trust and believe you me, a lot of us feel like giving up every day, every week, every month, shoot, every year. We get tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. But you got to get up and keep going. And one thing I try to tell people too is when you are in a season where you feel like it's just one thing after another, one thing after another, as soon as you come out of one thing, here comes
Something
another
else.
thing that you have to understand that the greater the test, the greater the tribulation, the greater the challenges, the greater the blessing is going to be on the other side. You just got to get through it, understanding that it's temporary. It doesn't last. It's not going to last forever. And even if you're afraid, do it scared anyway. Do it scared anyway. So, um,
It might
when you're in a
seem like
box,
it lasts forever. It might
right,
seem
when you
like
watching a boxing match, you know how when one of the boxers get tired, they start locking arms and like kind of laying on a person. They go back to the corner, sit down, rest up a little bit, get vaselined up a little bit. I mean, that's how you got to do. That's how you got to be in life too. Shoot, let me go back to my corner real quick. Jesus, go back, pray, do whatever you got to do. Get you a little bit more strength. Rest a little bit, and then bam, jump right back in there. You have to. You have
yep,
to.
you have to. Because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. So
Absolutely.
that's how I look at it. You have to do it yourself and keep going. Like I say, keep going no matter what. Hey, we here for you. Hey, if you need a shoulder to cry on, hey, call me. I got my shoulders right here. I got two. I'm here for you because I've been through it. I know what you're going through.
So for those who are just tuning in, we've been talking about the unexpected miracle. And Chantel has been gone for quite some time. She was battling another fight with cancer yet again for the third or fourth time around.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks prior to her surgery, they found, cancer again, went into surgery, and they opened her up and the cancer was completely gone. So they sewed her right back up. So I mean, it don't get no better than that.
Yep.
It don't get no better than that. So now that you've been back on the grind, tell everybody what you've been up to.
So what I have been up to since I'm back, I have been running hard, pushing with the foundation. So right now, what we got going on, we have a council ball that's coming up October 21st, and we have Ron Godfrey, you guys. He's going to be my keynote speaker. Everyone knows him from Fatal Attraction. He's on Facebook. He's a award winner, nominees and all. He's going to be the keynote speaker for the ball. His son had cancer also, and he passed. You
Mhm.
know, um, from there, the tickets going for $45. We also have sponsorship packages. If you want to be able to be opportunity to become a sponsor for the ball, you can also do that. We have different package. We have silver, gold, and platinum. We got silver for 750. We have gold for 15K, and we have platinum 2.5. Now each one come with different packages, different things in there. Like silver, you're going to get the two event tickets, the logos added to the banner, and so on. For gold, it's going to be the same. You get all of that plus ads, commercials, TV ads, and stuff along with the platinum. The same thing
Right.
with war. You can always reach out to me or Lady J if you feel like you want to be a sponsor for the ball. Also we have what I have coming up. Also, I have the ball. I have also have a ball coming up in Vegas in April of 2024. We have launched in Vegas also, you guys. So we are trying to go global. So I'm proud of that. You're fighting for is now in Vegas. So we're going to take Vegas in April. That's going to be another ball in April. And also we're going to go out. We're going to have a. I've been looking into having a all cancers with the cancer patients a brunch and bling event, which I'm trying to get that together now. I don't know if I want to have it this year or I want to have it the beginning of January, but one of the facial years, I'm working on that also with a couple of people. I reached out to some people. So we're trying to do big things for the company. We're trying to move global. Now it's time for me to move global because I said that I've been here in Indy since 2015. We started, Lady J, when you first spoke. Was it?
Yeah.
Yep. 2015. So now what we're doing, it's time for me to move to go global. And it's going to happen because if it happened when they opened me up and everything was gone, oh, I'm going.
Mhm. I think one of the main things that a lot of people have to remember, and it's something that you've had to learn along the way, is things don't always happen in the time that we want them
Mm-hmm.
to. That you have to be patient, you have to do the work. And oftentimes, I think a lot of people pay more attention to what other people are doing around them, how fast they're moving, how fast they're growing, or what they're doing. And everybody's walk is not the same.
Yep.
Everybody's pace is not the same. Everybody's challenges and obstacles along the way are not the same. So, I think where a lot of people go wrong is they put too much time into paying attention to what's going on around them instead of focusing on what it is they're supposed to be doing in their journey and learning how to get through the obstacles and over and around the obstacles that they are facing themselves. And I think if we put more into that, then a lot of us would go further faster,
Yep.
but don't forget that it's not a race, it's a marathon. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you gotta it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So you gotta run your race at the
Ooh.
pace that God has given you. You gotta pay attention to your own obstacles and and just keep going. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if where you're trying to go it takes you 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, or 20 years, as long as you don't give up and
Get
you keep
there.
moving
Yep.
forward.
As long as you get there, that's the only thing that
Yeah,
matters.
yeah, absolutely. So we have about 7 minutes left in the show. Is there anything that you would like to say to anybody that may be battling cancer or have a loved one that is battling cancer?
Basically, just never give up on them. Always be there for them to hold their hand. Cancer patients, we don't want to hear nothing like, I know what you're going through because you don't know what we're going through because we taking the medication. We mentally not prepared for to hear what are you going through. I always tell a person that you're going to be there for them no matter what. I tell people, don't say I'm going to be there for you and you're not there for me because I had a lot of people told me that when I got diagnosed. Oh, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to be there for you. Wasn't there for me at all. So I look at the fact, don't say something that you're not going to be able to handle or be there. Make sure you're there for them. Make sure you're there to hold their hand. Make sure you're there just to talk. Be a shoulder to cry on to listen. We like for you to listen to us so we can vent and tell you how exactly what we're feeling and what we're going through. That's all. So always take in consideration as learn to say a couple of words as of like, I don't say I know what you're going through because you don't. Because first thing we're going to say, you don't know what I'm going through. Because I told a person that before, you don't know what I'm going through. You have cancer? And they said, no. Well, you don't know what I'm going through. You know,
Hmm.
do encouragement words. I can imagine what you're going through. I don't know
Hmm.
what you're going through, but I am here for you because I never had that. Just be a shoulder to cry on, be a hand to hold. Answer the phone if a person needs you because you never know. We could be suicidal, we could be mentally drained because I was all of that. As Lady J, I wrote a book. I helped her with the suicidal movement. I wrote my part in the book. So I was all of that. Black cloud over your head. Pray for them no matter what. Always pray for them. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Pick up the phone. Not even if you don't have cancer. If someone out there mentally challenged, anything, pick up the phone. Hey, how you doing? I'm just calling to see how you doing today. I didn't want
Hmm.
anything. That's one thing we need to learn how to start doing. Communicating with our people. with everyone. How you doing today? I thought about you. You okay? Because you don't know how a person doing inside their home. You don't know if they mentally. You don't know
Mhm.
if they getting beat. You don't know if they been depressed. You don't know if they suicidal. You know anything till you see it on Facebook and you say, "Oh man, they died. They killed themselves. Wow, I should have called and checked on her, or I could have did
Mhm.
this. I could have." If you a friend, I could tell people I'm your friend. I call and check on a lot of people. I even text Lady J half the time. You okay? You in the hospital? I did it today. Are you in
Mhm.
the hospital yet? I make sure. Is you okay? So I call people all the
Yeah.
time. I call my friends. You okay? How you feeling? That's all. Just be there for them.
Mhm.
Don't give up on them because if they have attitudes or you know snapping at you, it's not them. It's the medicine. It's how they feel. It's wondering why do I have this? Why did God put this
Mhm.
on me? Because that's how I was. But I had to realize that He put this on me for a reason to sit me down because I was busy going everywhere. I didn't have His attention. I had turned my back on Him. So I feel that He put this on me. I'm finna sit you down to recognize that you know who I am. You too busy. We was going out of town. Me and my husband's all the time. We thought we had going out of town, flying here, there, running the streets, going back and forth to Gary, coming here, going to Memphis. You know, God, I'm finna sit you down because you're not calling on me no more. I wasn't going to church. I wasn't saying thank you, Lord. I wasn't praying. I wasn't doing anything. So when He set me down, He got
And
my attention.
that's it right there. That's it. That's it. Because as soon as we get what we need, then we act like,
Yep,
we ain't got time. And that's the wrong thing to do. That's kind of like biting the hand that feeds you, or kind of like you being a user. You know how you use people to get what
yep,
you want and then you go about your business. Like, we can't do God like that because we need Him. I know for me personally, oh, I need Him every day,
yep,
all day. Every day that I get to go to sleep, close my eyes, and wake up literally is a blessing and a miracle
yep.
because God forbid, but I could die in my sleep at any time,
Mm-hmm.
with this thing in my head.
Yep,
So, what I'm saying, in my brain. So I thank God every single day that the things that most people take for granted, that a lot of us take for granted. People say,
our
"Oh,
life.
I'm glad I got to wake up this morning. I got breath in my body." No, but do you really know what that's like? Do you really
Mm-hmm.
know what it's like to understand, that yes, anybody, it can happen to anybody, but when you have something that is kind of like over your head, or that what I'm saying, is in your body that you don't have control over. And
Mm-hmm.
I have to remind myself that the same God who holds the stars in the sky and the sun and the moon every single day in this universe is the same God that holds me together, from the inside out.
Yep,
So and we owe, for those of us who are believers, and it don't matter who or what you believe in,
yep.
you owe him a thank you every single day, every single day.
Mhm. Not just only when he
So
bless you with something, because I tell people all the time. I just told
mhm.
this girl this today, y'all. Oh, God bless me. I said, she don't believe in God, but she said God bless her with a new car. I said, baby, the devil can bless you too, make you think that it is God blessing you, and will have you and will leave you out there in the streets to suffer. I said, so
That's
don't
right.
think that God is blessing everybody. Sometimes the devil will bless you also and have you and will leave
Mhm.
you out there. And you thinking that, hey, I'm doing good.
Mhm.
Next, I failed. God, what happened? Oh, baby, it wasn't God that blessed you because God not going to take nothing from you that He gave you.
That's right. That is absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So we have come down to the last minute and a half of the
Minutes.
show. 30 minutes goes by very fast.
The show do don't.
Very fast, especially when you're having a good conversation. So I don't know, your final thoughts, and let everybody know to tune in next week.
Yes, tune in next week. The final thought says, always remember to carry yourself in a productive way and never give up on yourself because you are worth fighting for. No one else going to fight for you. Always remember you, yourself, you are worth fighting for. We see you next Tuesday. You can always catch me on youwereffightingfor.org. You were fighting for at gmail.com, the number 4, and info at allcancermatters.org. Our phone number is 765-807-9157. If you need to reach us and contact us with anything, we're open 24 hours with the phone lines. Someone will get back with you within 24 hours. Okay? Thank you for
All
tuning
right.
in.